energy and jams in the morning. I got the one and only Coco in the building, and I'm gonna ask her to turn off this heater, and she's freezing. There we go. Perfecto. Okay, cool. Yep, what's good? It's your boy DJ E, aka Eddie Bo, aka Black Caesar, man. We're here live with a pre recording, of course. And so, what I want to do today is we got some things to talk about, Coco. So, what you got?
Yeah, I really want to talk about the uh, climate of the music industry right now.
And where do you think it's at? After last year, there was kind of a lot of, I think short songs, 30-second songs, just sound clips, and also they kind of were using a lot of throwback jams too, right?
Yeah, yep. They've been remaking, the 90s hits, the 2000s hits, and making them up to date. And I believe in the beginning, a lot of them didn't see the vision until they realized the funds
Yep.
that came after these artists using their music and remaking them. I think the outcome of letting them do it was much better than they thought.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you are using sampled music and you don't get the proper clearance, or even if you do, a lot of the times, you will end up having to fork over a lot of coins.
Yeah. Why do you think that the music from, the music that they are remaking, those artists is not allowing them? Do you think that they want to savor the integrity of the music and they're not looking at the financial part of it? Why do you think that they are declining some of these artists?
Some just decline because it's their art and they don't want it to be associated with whatever the song is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah, so that's what it is a lot of times. Or the estate might not approve it or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
But I feel like they're doing it a lot of times now too, though.
Yeah, I've definitely seen an influx of those artists letting people do it. Again, I think they're seeing a major financial kickback and a lot of pros with it. Um, and I think some of the pros is having new viewers of their music. Because if you did music like back in, let's say, the 2000s, 90s, or even before that, a lot of this new modern day generation have not been hip to your music until someone came and took it and redid something with it. So I think getting new viewers and new fans is a pro of letting them do it as well. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, it's an awesome way to get new viewers, especially when things go on social media and all that stuff. Because sometimes it's like a classic song that a lot of people know, but then it just like gets repopularized. I think of this is in hip hop, but "Dreams" by Fleetwood Mac, and then there was that guy like drinking cranberry juice on a skateboard, and then like that song went all the way viral again, and that dude was able to get deals and do all this stuff. I'm not sure what actually ended up happening to the guy, but yeah, it's definitely a new way to reach a whole bunch of people. It's new. I mean, it's the new platforms, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But speaking of new platforms, you were telling me something about TikTok maybe not being around anymore.
Yes, that's the new thing I'm hearing. I believe around mid-January they are getting rid of TikTok. A lot of people are gonna be missing that TikTok money.
Think so.
Yeah, especially if people been making TikTok their livelihood as a content creator on TikTok. Um, a lot of people pockets is gonna be looking a little funny.
Yeah, I never really got into TikTok that much. I wanted to post more, but I didn't never really get into it like that.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never got into it either. Only because I'm semi-private. Yeah, but the people that did capitalize off of TikTok, I do kind of feel bad for them because that was their bread and butter. Hopefully, they had an exit plan. So, mm,
Yep. I mean, as with everything, but that's the thing about social media. Sure they're shutting down TikTok, but in reality, your social media, if it gets like blocked or something happens, then like or it gets deleted, then
right.
it's gone anyway. So that is something that kind of is trash. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what comes with TikTok, the good or bad of it. We have heard that it was being used to advertise, do a whole bunch of all these things, and
Yeah.
that even where it originated, it's not even the same version of TikTok. So,
Yeah.
maybe they have to do a different version, or the word was they had to sell it to a U.S. based entity, is what I believe. But we'll see what actually happens with that.
Yeah. You know what? I just correlated.
Hmm.
Now, that just made it a little scary here. If you think about it in that aspect, it's digital, right? Everything is digital.
Hmm.
So if something can just be wiped away just like that, which was people's livelihood of making money, and now that everything is digital, what happens if everything is gone?
Well, you have your own. Hopefully, you have your own type of backup system or something. But yeah.
But money is attached digitally. Everything
Well, yeah.
is digital.
Everyone who's been making it big off the bitcoins and all that stuff is
Mm.
definitely, um, yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Mm. Something to think about. It's kind of scary. Like your whole life, it's a digital book.
Yeah, yeah.
And if we have no electricity, no technology, what happens to you?
Well, that's why it's probably good to learn other life skills outside of TikTok.
Right.
You
Well,
know,
well, not just TikTok, but just in general. I mean, we use computers. We have data. We have so much stuff. People don't even people don't even remember their phone numbers anymore.
I know.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, why would you even remember a number? Me personally, I like don't save numbers for so long until I can at least like remember it if it's one I need to. But then sometimes I forget to save it, then I can never find it. So it's like, I don't know. I think the method of remembering numbers is almost gone, right?
That's what I'm saying. I think that 2025 is going to be the year of getting back to our roots. I know we talked about yo-yos and we talked about things of that nature. I think it's time to just go back to manual.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get out of automatic and go back to manual
Yeah.
and figure out some stuff. I need to learn how to read a map.
Yeah, I was. That's what I was thinking too. Like, can you get anywhere without your GPS? Is the question. Like, where can you go in Kansas City without your GPS?
Right, and it all boils down to digital.
Yeah.
Oh,
Personally, though, I feel like you
scary.
you can get around where you're from in New York without a map, right?
Um, yeah, because I catch the train. I mean, I didn't use the map actually. Now I'm thinking about it. I didn't use GPS.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
just,
that's because
how did I know?
it's your area. It's your stomping grounds. You know where to take a left. When you pass
Um,
it a whole bunch of times and all that. So
but I also didn't have a car. I was just catching the train
yeah, but you get
and
off.
reading
And
the maps.
you know your stop. You know this is there, and yeah, I'm
Wow. I just thought of that.
I'm lucky enough to not have to use the GPS when I'm in this city or even a couple of other cities and stuff too. But it's definitely something that has come in handy so much, right?
But we also had paper pamphlets that
Yeah,
I would look at.
the paper pamphlets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about it because I have to think about like how did I get around, and I didn't have the type of phone I have right now, so I haven't had to think.
We had to do it the old school way. I mean, shoot, our parents and everyone else, right? They didn't have none of that stuff.
Right. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's time to go
So
back
so
to some.
maybe this year, if people, I'm not saying make resolutions or anything, but like maybe out there something to do in 2025 is to find out how to get somewhere without your GPS. Because what if your phone dies? Like, what can you even do if your phone dies and you don't know exactly where you are? Like, what do you got? You might even have to do something crazy, like talk to someone,
Mm-hmm.
ask them
Mm-hmm.
where you're at. But in reality, you might not even ask them anything. Be like, yo, let me see your maps. Okay, let me see your map. Okay.
Right.
Um, But yeah, that's a skill that sometimes I think is lost. And um, one of the things too is you can also like download offline maps on Google Maps, which is something to know too, because
Yeah.
we recently went to a growers cup, a cannabis growers cup, and it was like way out there somewhere in Colombia in this like park thing in this park, and the park was like super off in the cut and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely no GPS at all, you know. And I'd never been there. It was like all these crazy roads and stuff, and there was detours and all this
Oh
too. And so, but
wow.
when we left, there was no. And when we left, that I had no signal, and I did not. It like took me a little minute to figure out where the heck, you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at, you know, okay, this is the way I can, this is how I go, you know. But then they had this detour and they could, so it was weird. But it's like, yeah, when you don't got no service, then how how well can you actually operate?
You know, I did find out the hard way with that too. For some odd reason, when I go on these road trips, I end up in a weird place in the mountain with weird bridges and there's nobody around and no service. So,
Yeah, might need to download some offline maps, you know, for future use.
right.
That's my key tip. I feel like because you know you never know when you might need to know where the heck you are, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I mean, like, I don't even know if people know north, east, southwest anymore either. Like, with like I don't think anyone even knows where the east is.
Well, not only that, I don't think people even remember how to sign a check anymore.
No.
I think we have became so diluted that yeah, I don't know. But hopefully 2025 will be the year of let's relearn some things and you know.
Yeah, and relearn and also just learn for the first time some things too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, one of the things that I was saying was like, you know, I'm real good at tech stuff. Like, it doesn't even matter if I've seen it before, or if I haven't. Like, if it's got some cores, if it's the technology, I can definitely connect it or make it work. You know, but then like when it comes to like car shit, like I do not know how to do shit with my car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do shit with it. Like, I definitely gotta have the mechanic on me or go to the mechanic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Let's not even talk about cars.
yeah.
Ooh.
So this year I would like to maybe learn some more hands-on technical skills. I
Right.
feel like I got a lot of technical skills. You know what I'm saying? But not
Mhm.
some of these other ones that I think could come in maybe more handy sometimes too.
Yeah. I mean, cars itself, I could do a lot of things. I'm very handy for a little woman of my stature.
Mm-hmm.
But cars and me just, and I've always been aware of that. When I first got my car, I was like, you know what? I actually wanted to go to BOCES to learn automotive
Mm-hmm.
because I just know that I don't know cars and it's not guaranteed I'm gonna have a knight in shining, handsome man to help me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I need to learn some things. I suck.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll both put that on the list, and maybe we'll holler at some of the homies too when we do some live streams or some recordings, and we figure out,
Let's learn some
let's learn
things.
some things. What do we know or something? I think maybe there's some fun things that can come of that. But
Yeah.
enough about that. What else do we got?
Man, let's talk about the weather, the global warming right now. What is going on?
Well, I don't know. I feel like it's hot, it's cold, it's but
It's hot, it's cold, it's freezing, it's fires, it's reminding me of 2012.
yeah, well, yeah,
I know you seen that movie, right?
well, yeah, definitely reminding of 2012 for sure. And basically, here we go again. Okay, but I think it's just the cycles of weather, the cycles of the world. Shoot, I don't know nothing about nothing, but I definitely know that the pollution is not helping. Okay, I know that burning these fossil fuels all the time, using non-reusable plastics for everything,
Yeah.
is not the play. So there's some things to definitely be figured out. And instead of figuring out the things on Earth, it seems like maybe they're trying to take things elsewhere. Like,
Yeah.
and then they're trying to take it elsewhere, but we got some issues not even that far. Like, there's some issues in orbit, even in orbit around the Earth. And what were you saying about that?
Man, we have two astronauts right now still in space.
Just rotating
Just
around.
just they're aging. It's quite scary.
So they're stuck on the what? Where the
It's called I think it's the International
ISIS?
Space, ISIS, yeah.
oh, yeah, ISIS.
So it's with
ISS.
SpaceX
Yeah.
through Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm.
That program he got going on,
Send two homies up there. We can't even get them.
can't even get him.
Why can't we get them though? Is my question though. What are they saying?
I guess complications with. I guess they just ran into complications.
Complications
Yeah.
for a year. They like, yo, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm finna just be having complications for a year of not being able to freaking get off this space station.
Man, well, actually, I looked it up too, and they're very optimistic about it. They say they still got work to do, so they're not, I guess, stuck for no reason. But what are they doing?
Okay, well, it seems like this is due to issues with the SpaceX rocket that will take them back down to Earth being behind schedule. Fabrication, assembly, testing, and final integrations of new spacecraft is a painstaking endeavor that requires great attention to detail, said NASA's Commercial Crew programmer. So basically, our boy Elon is on his presidential-ish right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yo, y'all two homies hang out. Chill up there. You know, we're going to see y'all in just a little minute.
Yeah, I guess I got a little bit of theories about what's happening. I mean, we had underwater exploration. We had the submarine that went down there. I mean, fortunately they didn't make it back up.
Unfortunately.
But and then I think he sent prior, believe Elon Musk sent some other. I think it was his brother, to explore
I don't
space
know.
as well.
Well, I mean, yeah, SpaceX is a space entrepreneur business. So I mean, yeah, they're definitely going up there. I don't know about his brother. I don't know about any
No,
of that
but
stuff.
I cause when I read, but I do know that I read he's planning to
Hit
have.
my damn thing. What's good, boy?
He's planning for things to be more habitable. That's why they're going up there. They want to
They definitely are trying to figure out how to
leave Earth.
leave Earth, and they are trying to figure out, can they live on Mars? And let me tell you in fewer words or less, no. Okay, I think that personally, now we're just in the weeds. But let me tell you what,
He's scared.
ain't no dang way we can live on a place where you get that high of radiation levels. You know what I'm saying? Like that, the human body can't, be under that much radiation. They'd have to have some crazy stuff, and I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it takes a long time to get there, and definitely ain't no coming back either. And it's like, we have so many issues on this planet itself. How we gonna go cause some issues on another planet?
Because they're rich and they seeing it's probably no fixing this, and they're trying to leave us.
Well, I don't know about that, because the one thing about the rich is, or the whatever you want to call it, right? The one thing about those in power is they like certain amenities. Ain't nobody finna go on dusty ass Mars with no grocery stores. You think all these rich folk finna be eating like?
If they feel like there's no fixing Earth and this is doomed.
Yeah, but how long? But I mean, like this. But
Where else we gonna go?
This is a 1,000-year, plan type ish. You know what I'm saying? And even longer than that. And
What?
I think the Earth. I think honestly though, no matter what, the Earth gonna rock. You know what I'm saying? I think the Earth is going to continually spin until whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna stop spinning. I think that what we do with it, or what the human race has to do with on Earth, is something different.
I don't know, man. You see the rise in the water levels, all of that stuff has, and and some of these scientists been picking and probing and messing with stuff and.
No. We're definitely messing up the Earth. That's been proven for a while, But I don't think we can, you can't just be like, well, all right, let's just get another planet. Like, what in the world are they talking about? Like, ain't no way.
I think that's how they're thinking, though.
Of course, but I mean, in my mind, I feel like it got to just be another way of like not marketing necessarily, but like something to sell or to buy. It's just another thing that you can sell or buy, and that's what we're built off of in this kind of economy and just the way things work, right? So it's like, is it the dust of Mars? Is it like what It's like space things are worth money. So it's like just another way to make money. How can you make the money first, even if it's not even reality? Like people are gonna get these flights, but you're gonna get a flight to Mars for like 50 years out. Like what? I don't even know.
I don't know. I feel like they know something we don't. Look at these natural disasters. They like, listen, I'm not about to be out here for this. I'm getting out of here. Maybe they want to go there temporarily while the world is doing its thing.
Just chilling Mars.
Yeah, like, oh, y'all got hurricanes, y'all got tsunamis, y'all got tornadoes. Yeah, I'm going to do my thing up here, let y'all do y'all thing down there, and I'm going to come back.
Man, well, you know what? Maybe so, but let me tell you what. If you thought tornadoes were bad on Earth, wait till you see a Mars tornado. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, it's like, boy, they thought it was crazy over here. Imagine if there was no, like, protective layer or barrier from the elements and everything in space, or the harshness of the space atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, because on Earth there's obviously a layer of protection over it.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't know I can't recall my science off top. You know what I'm saying? But there's the different layers that go around for protection, and on these other planets they don't have that. Like obviously the moon doesn't have this same protection. That's why things have hit it more and all this, and it's because it doesn't have enough atmosphere around and all that. So these other planets that don't have that, it's like, nah, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not saying what they're doing is right, but you gotta think about it. There's normal thinkers. There's crazy thinkers.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, all that stuff is in the future, but some say the future is now.
That's what I'm saying.
And one of the things that a lot of people actually go to see where this new future technology is CES, and that just happened, this last week, and it's the Consumer Electronics Show, which has all the new stuff basically. And so I just want to talk about a couple of these things. Let's see real quick. Like, one of the things people liked was this Kirin electric salt spoon. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Well,
interesting.
I don't cook with a lot of salt personally.
Me either.
But maybe you want to salt your thing, but don't want that sodium. Well, the pitfall of salt is that it tastes so good, but many of us are on a low sodium diet for our health. Rather than use an untasty alternative, why not turn to science? Japanese appliance company Kirin has a new experimental soup spoon. It's large, requires an awkward grip to engage the sensors, so you kind of feel like a toddler using it, but pull it off and a weak electrical current will stimulate the taste of salt. Okay, basically if you like have a light electrical current on your tongue, then you can actually make it taste salt. YGKC, what up, boy? So it's like kind of getting a little shock, but I don't think you can tell. I think it's just activating the sensors, which is pretty interesting. Another piece of tech that I think is cool, maybe, is this thing, a paper battery. Okay, a battery. It says
a paper battery.
Yeah.
Wow.
Flint paper battery. Singaporean startup Flint Technology hopes to solve the problems inherent in today's widely used lithium-ion batteries with cellulose, a natural material that promotes ionic transfer between the positive and negative terminals of a battery, which is another way of saying electricity. Cellulose, the stuff of leaves and other greenery, is flexible, compressible, and possibly more important, biodegradable. The paper battery can be shrunk small enough to embed in a smartwatch strap. It's one of our picks for best of CES 2025. So yeah, new batteries and stuff is probably definitely on the list of things that are needed, right? Because they're not disposable, and every phone has a battery in it, and they're not just making new phones. So
yeah,
it's interesting. Let me see what else they got that I like. They did have this new Roomba, and Roomba's been kind of the same for a while now, just in this circle thing, rolling around doing its thing. But they have this new one that actually can has a like crane thing hand in it, and it will come out of there and pick up stuff up off the floor and then keep going. Because sometimes your little robot will have to go around do all this stuff. A little grabber comes out and it just picks it up, moves it out the way, and then you just.
Okay, they're making us way lazier.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
I actually seen like a super lazy thing. I haven't seen it on this, but it's basically, um, yeah, it's basically a freaking your furniture has like you put these rollers underneath it, and then like it can just come to you. Your furniture, they make it so like your end table and all this other stuff just comes to you. So it's like,
Wow.
if you don't want to get your remote from over there on the other side of the house,
Really?
like you can just have your end table roll to you now. So
That's the epitome. There's gonna be an influx of people that's gonna be overly wait.
oh. Oh well, I mean, we're not going to get into the statistics of overweight in America,
Look,
and that's without these robots.
like, listen, I don't have to get up. I don't have to get up to get the remote anymore.
Yeah,
Come to me. What?
well, I love all those things at CES, but let's be real here. With all these robots and all this technology, when are we going to get the blunt rolling robot? Okay, you know what? Like, I seen this. I seen Tesla. I seen SpaceX. I seen like 15 new robots this last year. Not one of them rolled a blunt. Like, come on, what are we doing here?
Listen, it don't benefit me.
Yeah, but I mean, like, not only would we really mess with the robot, it would also be a great show of its dexterity and its ability to provide a function necessary.
Is it necessary?
I mean, it's medicine, right? So I'm really just getting I'm just showing the robot how to administer this medicine in the proper way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can like show that video of Tupac rolling up, and then like it could probably do it if it just watches that. I bet.
Man, forget all that. Give me a robot to fix my car.
Okay, no, that's cool.
How about that?
Yeah, like can the robot be a mechanic? Like like
That would, I think so.
can we get an AI robot mechanic? You think?
Yeah, I think. I mean, they're making robots for everything else, so.
Yeah, I mean, but technically the funny thing is, the robots actually already put together the car. Basically a lot of the times too, a lot of the pieces of it.
Oh.
There's some fully autonomous plants out there. So it's like it's interesting, right? If they can put it together, they could probably even work on it. So. Maybe we got something there. I feel like in the near future, maybe we'll just see, a AI mechanic even.
Yeah, I think that would be very helpful.
Yeah. Well, I think that's really all I got for today. What do you have anything else?
No. I mean, we talked about, we talked about technology. We talked about global warming. We talked about space.
Yeah.
I think that's that's what I got for today.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good to me. And I appreciate you stopping on in as always. That's Coco of Big Break Magazine.
Yeah, what's good, guys?
Shia, and this is Energy and Jams in the morning. We're going to catch you guys on the flip. Stay tuned.
So you were streaming?
I'm still streaming.
Oh. I'm like, who are you talking to? So people saw me on your thing?
I mean, open your phone. It's on there right now.
It's on what?
Instagram and stuff.
Oh, is it?
Instagram.
I didn't even know I was on Instagram the whole time. Talk to me nice. Wow. Ah, see me. Oh, crap. They was watching me the whole time.
You gotta turn down your volume though, or it's gonna create a little.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. Now we can tap in with a couple people in the chat too, like Dirtsburg's Barbecue, Dirtsburg Barbecue, man. We'll try to tap in with y'all. Maybe I seen something about you guys doing trying to collaborate with some barbecue sauces or something too. Holler at your boy, but yeah, shout out to you guys. I definitely need some more cue from y'all for show. We're just doing a little pre-recording for the Energy and Jams in the Morning show.
Yeah.
And, probably finna get up on out of here pretty shortly. Got to get prepared for this teen tech. Oh, yeah, I need to charge my phone up, matter of fact, so.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk to the kids later on today. That's going to be so cool.
I know, right? Yep, it's going to be a grand old time for surely.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So if you got any kids, what is it, age 13 to...
13 to 19, ages 13 through 19.
13 to 19. Come get some new skills, That's another thing. We getting back into honing in on kids doing things other than gaming.
Yeah, but funny thing is, we're definitely doing gaming too.
Gaming is cool,
They said
but
they said
there's
they need
other
a.
skills that they're learn. Like at least they're in an environment where they can actually say, "Oh, what's that?" and maybe have interest in other things. If you're just at your house gaming, like you're not exposed to other things. You're not exposed to things of other interest. What's good, the royal chief?
Bro, chief in the building. Yeah, let me see if I can turn on that button.
Oh, that's good. We gotta get you on the show. I'm pretty sure you probably.
Yeah, we definitely need it back. It's cool.
I'm glad you're the main attraction.
Today. For now.
Every day.
Just a good old today. Okay. Um. Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it because I got to go ahead and get ready for the rest of today. We got the Best Buy Teen Tech Center program going on later, so I need to make sure that I'm prepared and got whatever I need printed and so on and so forth. So I appreciate everybody in